Hello and welcome to another episode of Space Engineers, as the sun is rising again on our glorious base and we can just barely see the Vagabond's outline floating up there in orbit. And I have finished off that Vagabond for now, as we have coated it with all sorts of crazy guns that will do all sorts of crazy amounts of damage to things. And we're going to go demonstrate that and destroy something. Evil laughter. So much fun. Don't hit the ship. Okay, not coming in too quickly. So let's go to the ship that is currently being illuminated by sunlight. That would be a smart idea, Mr., good production YouTuber. Here we go. We have gotten that layout of guns. We have the heavy missile turrets from Oki's pack. We also put on these Vulcan cannons, and these things are way better than the stock Gatling guns, like significantly. I can't control it from here, which is unfortunate, but I can up their range, which I need to. There we go. These things can do massive quantity of bullets really fast. And I've got 5 of them there. And this is a duplicate on each side. 3 of them there. 4 of them here. And 3 of them here. And that means if any fighters tried to attack this ship, they would be turned into Swiss cheese very quickly. And if I grab my spectator camera, which should be around here somewhere. Where the heck am I? Oh, there we go. And we take a look at what I did here. When you're in spectator camera, you can fly inside blocks, and any blocks you can get a sort of X-ray vision. So if you're inside a armor block, you see through all armor blocks, and if you go in, like, sort of thing, so you can see the internal components through the armor blocks, which is very nice. So you can see we've got them all piped up here. They all come back through to there. That is randomly going out for some reason. I might have been a mistake of mine. And coming back into the system, going back into the ship, into its cargo base. This unfortunately means that on the interior here, sort of inside the cowling of the armor, there's a line of exposed conveyors, but honestly, unless I flew in here, you guys would probably never noticed, so it's fine. But yeah, same for these guys right here. Oh, little frame derp. We can see there is the interior area. That's all that interior area entails. Above it, look at all those storage containers and oxygen containers, and below it, there's that command and control deck. Like, there's the cockpit down there. This is all conveyored up. There's like several layers of armor. Below that, there's all the reactors all piled up, all wonderful together. We can see just how much free space actually there is and how much armor. Like, this is all armor I'm flying through. But all the cannons are all conveyored up. Pop into here. You can see the conveyor going out every cannon. Low. All ready to rock. And I should go. No, I don't want a quick load. Press F6 to get back to character. And I should go and sit in a cockpit. Particularly this thing's cockpit. And we're going to go destroy that assault corvette, because it doesn't deserve to live. It needs to die. Alright. So it is approximately 5k this way. So I am going to aim towards it, and let's go a nice blind jump with our hyperdrive. Remove, and we'll just lower that down all the way, and do a nice little blind jump that direction. Ooh. Why are you jumping in that direction? I thought I said, the animation was... Okay, blind jump. I want to jump that way. Ah, it can jump directly at it because it's, it doesn't allow you to jump, like, right on top of things, which is probably a good thing so the game doesn't crash or anything when you first load in. But we're going to be a kilometer away. But that's fine. We can go and get to him. So, since I made my last episode, the big update for economy has come out. So, as you can see, I now have 10,000 space credits and that kind of stuff. You look at factions, there's the different factions and some undiscovered ones. And I don't think SPRT is going to like me after this. As we start laying into them with all of our Vulcans, and then soon they're in range. The missiles start blasting him to smithereens. Come on, missiles. You can fight them. Don't you have any missiles? I thought I loaded you guys up. Maybe it's the range. Missile turret. They only got 600 range. If I change it to 8, they start firing? Or maybe I just forgot to load the missiles. But that is fine. Our Vulcans will do more than enough damage to cause this guy to be destroyed. As you can just take a look at this amount of firepower that they have. Come on, I gotta stop here. As I'm ramming into him. We'll auto our ship there with our dampeners, and we're just pushing him away, blowing him to smithereens. Oh my god. Vagabond. That's a... Oh, come on. Could have stayed shooting for another second there. I wanted to get a nice picture of you. Ah, well. I'll get some good pictures for the thumbnail for sure. But pretty much the Vagabond is ready to just it's ready to go into a fight. Now, with the economy update, I don't think it works that well on existing saves. Because, like, let's just go use the admin tools for a second and look at the entity list. No other things have spawned. Like, the static grids are... These are my ice miners. Like, they're not doing anything. The Vagabond is obviously that, the fighter, and that's the fighter in the base. There's all these other different things here. There's a fueling station, but it's space pirates. You know? There's a vengeance drone somewhere out there. But I haven't found any because I have the module spawning thing. I haven't found the modular spawning whatever mod. I can't remember what it is off the top of my head. Because I have that on, I haven't had anything spawn yet, which is unfortunate. And what I'll most likely have to do is transition into a new save so that I can have such things spawn. So at some point soon, probably a couple weeks from now, I want to transition this world into a new save, and so that way I can have access to all of the wonderfulness of the economy update. Because without that, what am I to do? How could I have... I need to be able to buy and sell things, because I want to do is... I've got so much shit. I can quite easily take like a dromedary full of stuff and head to one of these outposts, and I could sell so much stuff, and I could be a space billionaire. Alternatively, there's something we could try. Because one of the features of the economy update was that when you spawn in a drop pod or something like that, you actually get a data pad in your seat that tells you the location of a station that you can go to get started. So I'm gonna try something. I have no idea if this is gonna work. So I'm gonna drop all my stuff off. Just put it here for now. And I'm going to respawn. And does this immediately respawns me there? Okay. That's because I'm within a certain range of a respawn point. I'm going to move myself way over here using my cheat commands and then respawn. Does it immediately respawn me back at base? Or does it give me an option here? Ah, it immediately respawns me, this time back at the Vagabond, because it was the closest thing. Okay, I'm going to go and turn that off, that option, because I wanted to go back to a spawn menu, and I want to select one of those spawn ships. And I want to see if the data pad it gives me causes that to happen, where it shows me where a station is, and the station will actually be there. So I am going to change that setting, and I'll be right back. Alright, back. What I did is I turned off auto respawn, and now I get this spawn menu when I die, which is great. So I can see all the different places I can spawn at, the medical room at my base, the med bays, and rest stations on the Vagabond, survival kit in the Dromedary, but also Earth-like moon, alien Titan Europa, space pod, and space suit. So let's go to the moon. Let's respawn in a rover, which body location 751 kilometers. The base is a long ways away, but that's fine. Did it not give me a pad? It didn't give me a pad. Interesting. Okay. Let's try a different spawn then. Because this was doing it when I was testing it in single player. Is it was giving me this pad and where I can go. Let's try going back to Earth-like. But it's gonna give me a timer. No! Because I respawned too quickly. God damn. Alright, I guess I gotta wait out that timer. Unless I can turn on my mod powers and abuse it. Ugh. Nope, doesn't look like I can. It doesn't allow you to do that while you're waiting to respawn. Alright. Let's just respawn in the local medical bay. And then can I turn on creative? And die again. Now with creative on, is it going to give me the option to spawn in immediately? No. Damn. Okay. Well, I'll just wait 6 minutes and then I'll be right back. Okay, after waiting 6 minutes, let's try Earth-like. Thankfully for you guys, the magic of editing exists and you didn't have to wait for that. And for me, it was just this agonizing 6 minutes of waiting. But we should just be fine. Hopefully. Oh my god. Parachute. Parachute hatch. I don't know if you're going to open in time. Let's just open you. Okay, inventory. Ah, it's not doing it. It's not giving me the little data pads. That is really annoying. Where I'm going to cut a little bit here and put in me starting up in a single player world, just a fresh one with no mods. And it gives you a data pad, and that tells you where you can go to get to a station, right? It should be right in front of me if I'd edited this correctly, which is annoying. So it doesn't look like data pads are like spawning, and doesn't look like just the economy portion of this is working in my current save. So because of that, I'm going to be transferring this save into a fresh save. And with that reasoning, I would like to do, like I said before, the soft reset. I want to take like one ship sort of thing and copy it into a new world and then just start again from that one ship. And I will be doing that most likely in a couple weeks. So I can wrap things up here, because in reality, I mean, I've gotten a monstrous base in like a capital ship thing and outposts on every planet and nice flow of resources and all that kind of stuff. So it's not like I, have anything left to do that is, just just huge engineering projects that would just be for just for getting it done, you know, the climb the mountain because it's there sort of mentality. Like, I could do those kind of projects, but I can't interact with the new updates if I don't, you know, do this first. So let's just get rid of these things. Respawn pod, I don't need you for my GPS. Get rid of both of those. So that's what I'll be doing. A couple weeks from now, I'll switch it over, and we will rebuild on a new thing, and it may be kind of exciting. All right, so from here, we'll respawn, and we'll turn off creative tools, and we'll teleport back using death exploitation sort of thing back to the moon, and go from there. So, what else do we want to do? Well, we want to start to prep. I was just saying, like, come on, close your already damn door. We want to start to prep for this transition to move over to a new save so that we can be in a new save with all of our goodies. Come on, all those things. Thank you. Got all my bottles back. Let's go fill up my bottles in the meantime. So, I think because there's stuff like the hauling contracts and how hauling contracts are balanced, the hyperdrive mod that I added, which is really fun, is going to be broken as shit. So it's going to break everything, because if I can just teleport across the entirety of the universe instantaneously, hauling contracts are going to be so easy to do that they're going to be pretty much the only way you would make money. Oh, sure, 5 million hauling contract, jump on my thing, instantly there, instantly back, grab another one, do it again. And it's going to break. So I'm thinking that hyperdrive is out. It's really fun in the single player when I was doing this, just to, you know, not have to build 100 million jump drives and not have to spend hours and hours and hours, like the first trip out to the alien planet, with recharging. But with economy, it's going to break it. So we're going to remove that one. Nanites, the nanite control facility, a little too fast there, is great, and it's a fun mod. But to keep things going smoothly, and to allow me to do things a bit faster, sort of a bit quicker of a rebuild, we're going to continue with the build and repair. Which is actually kind of why this episode is a little delayed, considering that the update came out, like, what was it, a couple of days ago, that the actual economy update came out, and this is my first video since, is because build and repair has been broken since then. And so the internet cried out, we need our build and repair or else we are screwed. And so the guy has thankfully updated it, and I just waited around until it was updated so that I could use it, because I am completely lost without it now, considering how quickly it builds things and makes me happy. So this would be a nice quality of life thing for everybody that would just make it so that I can build faster and I can just get things done quicker and such. So that is probably going to be the biggest changes to what I'm going to do in the next one. But we need to build and design like a little escape pod-like ship. And some of the things they added with the DLC, the new ones, they've got all these colors here. They have wood. I want to do this so badly. What would my dromedary look like if it was made of wood? We have a wooden dromedary. Oh, but we need this a nice brown, though. There, maybe. Come on. Where would be a nice brown? Somewhere here. Some saturation, but we need to find There. That's like a... Oh, right. Another thing is they changed this, so if you don't, like, press OK at the bottom, it doesn't keep your thing, which is kind of annoying. Let's see, that's sort of like a sandy type wood. So yes, we could have a wooden dromedary. I'm half tempted to leave it like that. Or we could go full on bling, where we can go golden armor, okay? And we can frickin' bling this thing. Look at that luster. Oh my god, it's shiny. Or, where is it? Glamour armor? Gold glamour. Oh my god. Alrighty then. I'm definitely making a party boat with this kind of armor on it. This is beautiful. This is absolutely beautiful. How about just what does just regular glamour armor do? In the oh, ooh, it's got a nice shine to it when it's in the gray as well. There's also mossy armor, which, give it a second, gives it a nice little worn, used look, and it's kind of maybe a good way to get a little bit of camo. So let's do it a green mossy. I mean, yeah, that looks pretty good actually. Sort of like if you're doing a story thing, like a story playthrough, and you have a crashed ship that's all covered in moss, you know, it shows it's been there for a while. And then disco armor. Oh my god, disco. Oh my god, that is a little too much on the eyes. Frickin' disco. It can't even render it all at once. You can look and see. You can see those pads, like the catwalks, are only rendering what's nearby. If I get down and walk on them, they're fine, as they render as I get close to them. But if I fly up, they unrender from that armor, and they're just turned back to white. My god. How about none, please? Just get back to your normal frickin' dromedary. I know I lost all my coloring for this other stuff, but whatever. That's fine. What else was in this new patch? There was a few other things, like the toilet now has a doored version, so that you can have some privacy when you're in the washroom. What else? Oh, I got rid of one of my tools there. Let's clear off my bar. What else came in with this patch? There of course there are the various safe zone stores, ATMs, vending machines, contracts, that kind of stuff. Which, well, we could plop a few down just to take a look at them, because why not? Spend some time in this episode looking at the update. I will plop down a little pad. Stretch that out there. Excellent. We can plop a safe zone down and get some bats so that this thing could have some power. Boom. So now you have power. You just need zone chips. And we'll give it a chip by spawning that into its container here. Ooh. Shift F10 allows me to spawn things. And the zone chips are right at the bottom. Let's just give it 10 chips. And it should be starting up relatively soon. Initializing. Excellent. We'll make that a little bit bigger. So how big can this go? 500 meters. Yeah, I want to see how big that is. Because theoretically, I could use a safe zone on my base if I wanted to. How big is this? Oh, whoa. This? Way over here? Jeez, that actually is covering a portion of my base. That is monstrous. So these things can actually get super big, these safe zones. Like, that's enough to pretty much put an entire Space Engineers city inside of it. I bet the power consumption is ridiculous as well. Right? It's currently taking 1 watt. I'm sure as soon as this initializes in a few seconds, it's going to take 1.5 billion watts. But we shall see. Let's just add some more batteries, just in case. Three, 2, 1. How many? Oh, it just died. It probably doesn't have enough power to do it. Okay. So not even all those batteries will be able to power this thing. Let's just say 20 meters. And let's see if it can initialize that. But then also, you've got the store. And the contracts. There's a vending machine. ATM. Contracts. Where are they? Where's the contracts thing? There it is. Unable to place contracts. Why not? Oh, because the safe zone. Oh. Allow building. I'll put that over here. Contracts. So yeah, we can set up our own stores now if we want to. We can say we want to buy a certain amount of things, or say sell, and we can put items into it. So let's say we could offer I don't know, yeah, cobalt ore, price per unit. We can create an offer for 1, and then we can go here and a person can buy cobalt ore from this for 300. Can I just click buy? There's not enough of that item. So we'll have to supply a storage which has that item in it so that we can then sell that. So let's do that. Let's grab a cargo container and let's slap it right there, and then get some conveyors and convey up these 2 things here. Excellent. And then in this cargo container, we will place a little bit of, well, that was cobalt ore. So we'll spawn 100 in there. Spawn targeted container. So now we have 100 cobalt ore. And if we come to the store, I'm offering 1 kilo of cobalt ore for 300 SC, which it looks like that these have predetermined prices here. And you can go up, but they have a floor, so that you can't go below a certain price. Canvas is 3,105 base cost, because there's the resources that you needed to do to put it together. But you can increase it if you wish. So you can gouge people on your multiplayer servers if you want to. But we can see here 300 for a kilo, so I can buy. And we can see that 300, that has gone out. And I've got my kilo of cobalt on me. And what should be, hopefully, is somewhere in here, there should be 300 money for me now, because I just sold something, right? That is kind of what, like, say, the ATM. Is that the right way up? Yes, it is. And the vending machine are for... So the ATM... Now. Interesting. So I can deposit into the wrong amount. can I not deposit stuff into the ATM? Account balance 9,000. Withdraw 1 credit. Oh, so that gives me a physical credit out of my account balance. And then I can, when 1 credit, deposit and put it into there. But interesting, if you buy something from a store, even if you set it up yourself, then there isn't like a physical credit is added to the cargo container. That's interesting. You just sort of lose that credit. And I'll just slap down a seat here real quickly so I can get my power back. So I could interact with this system here just through myself, because then I can set up a store and I could sell items to the store that I have in inventory. It would just give me credit, right? So let's set that up. Administration, new order. Let's go to cobalt ore as well. And we'll pay... Oh, I wonder if this can be... How much can I raise this to? For 1 listing fee. Oh, 3 million. I can't pay that. 3,000. So we want to buy 1 unit of that for 100,000 credits. Am I doing this right? Sell my 1 unit for 100,000 credits. The owner of the store does not have enough money. Okay. So then we would have to, what, put 100,000 credits in here? 100,000. Spawn target container. There's 100k space credits in there. Sell. Oh, interesting. No, that doesn't work. So I'm not able to game the system and just sort of get infinite money this way. That's good. It's probably a good thing you can't do that. But even so, if there's... It's interesting that it just deals with the credits that are in your account and not with the credit that's on the inventory. So let's go and deposit this 100,000 through the... Here. 100,000... deposit. Now we have that in our account balance. Now I should be able to purchase this, because I should be able to sell this to the store, which is then going to take it out of my account balance and give it to me in item, right? I sold it, right? And nothing changed because probably it took it out of my thing, out of my account balance, and gave it to myself. This is the problem, is we're trying to do this solo. But you can set up your own buy and sell. So you can say, hey, if you have any extra gold or something like that, please come to my store and sell me the gold. I'll pay you for it, sort of thing. And if the person doesn't have any money, then it won't go through. Same thing for contracts. We can say, you know, whatever the payment is and what you need to do. So say if it's an acquisition, we need some more Vulcan shells, and I need a few, like 6 of them, and, you know, I'll pay you a certain amount of money for those Vulcan shells, sort of thing. And this seems that it could be pretty cheap. Like, you can say, I'll pay you $1 to give me a whole bunch of really expensive equipment. So that's one way that doesn't have like a base acquisition cost. Like this one has a administration effect. The missile container is worth this and you can't lower it. So that's good to know. Cool. So this is the main thing. This one, and this one is the 3 main blocks from the update. But then these are from the DLC optional. The ATM just makes it a little bit easier to withdraw and deposit cash. And the vending machine gives it, so it's a really easy way to say, like, you can put an offer there, and you can see just, let me get my welder back on, just here, without anything. We can look at the screen and say, oh, there's a NATO magazine. We would like to buy one. Out of stock, sort of thing. Like, you can scroll through the items to buy, and then you can just purchase it, and it'll just pop out. So let's do that. Let's go place a NATO magazine into this thing, which, does this have... It doesn't look like it's conveyored. Okay. So how do I put items into it? Is there an inventory in this thing? How do I load my vending machine to sell to other players? Or is it conveyored and I just don't know it? Let's see. Doesn't look like it. Huh. But how am I supposed to sell to other players if I can't put things into my vending machine? That's weird. Because I do have some bullets on me. I could easily put them into the vending machine. I just don't know where to do it. Let's, I guess, try connecting it up? No, won't even place a tube there. So it's definitely not connectable. Is it on top? Nope. It's not on the bottom. That's where it connects to the ground. Can I press I on this? Yes, that's how you do it. You press I on it, and then you can put stuff into it. So then I can put that stuff into it. Then I can press the button. Thank you for your purchase. Searching for available officers. What did it? Oh, put it directly into my inventory. Ah, okay. And now I've got the clip. And that was the only one, because it was the only one available. It stopped there. So if I go here and I say put 100 online, create the offer there, then you can buy individual ones. So I've hit it 3 times, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and I should have 10 clips. Nice. And then of course I can just get my clips back because they're my clips. They're mine. But yeah, that should be all the wonderful things that have come with the update here. And we'll be figuring out a way to nicely transition to a new setup. And I will make sure I don't have anything extra in my inventory, and then delete all that. And then turn off creative. But yeah, I'm really excited about the economy update. And to go along with that, what I have done, and I'll sort of make this the somewhat of an announcement for it. Let me just get a nice look on my base here, because this will probably be the last thing I'll talk about in this episode. A little shorter, but I need to go and make another video, which will probably come out like tomorrow, immediately after this one. We'll just stare at our dromedary, because I love my dromedary. It's so beautiful. What I have done is I've gone and purchased a server. So I have a Space Engineers server for people to play on. I will be playing on it, and I will be recording videos on the server and probably doing live streams of me playing on the server with whoever wants to join. As of now, it has a sort of vanilla plus kind of mod set where it's no huge weapon mods or like huge weapon, like mod packs, like say it does not have things like just like that. It had a whole bunch of models. It's just a bunch of little quality of life things. It has build and repair. It has hulls, more efficient hydrogen stuff. It has a few of those kind of things. Beyond that, it's going to stay relatively basic, and so that we can have a nice and relatively vanilla experience. So I'm going to be doing 2 series side by side. We're going to have single player Space Engineers, where I'm going to build ridiculous things and make huge ships and stuff like that, and not worry about PCU. And then we're going to have the server, where it'll be PCU limited, and there will be multiplayer, and there will be combat, like people fighting each other, and there will be economy on there, which we'll barter and trade with each other. And I'm really excited about doing that because, like, there's going to be a few firsts for the server. Like, first person to go to Moon and bring back a bunch of gold. Oh, because I also put scarce resources on that server because I want that to be fun. I want people to have to travel around and barter and trade because it's so much of a hassle to go to Mars just to get platinum. You have some spare plat, can I buy it off you? Because we're able to do that now with economy, that's going to be so much fun. So we're going to do that. So we can look, I'm recording this Saturday, I'm going to render it immediately and post it up Saturday night, hopefully, my time. Then Sunday afternoon, early afternoon, like 1 to 4 sort of thing, PM, Pacific Standard Time, I'm going to stream myself playing on the server and have some fun there. I'm not sure exactly the time frames, but that's sort of like a general ballpark of when I'll be on. And tomorrow morning, Sunday morning, I'm going to post another video, which would be me doing my first day on the server sort of thing. It's a 2-hour day, just like normal default Space Engineers, and it'll be me dropping in the drop pod, doing the initial dirt collection, survival kit sort of gameplay, and getting started in the server. And then when we come back, and we'll have like a few-hour live stream. It'll be me expanding my base and building stuff out. So it should be fun. So hopefully, yes, lots of Space Engineers content to come. 2 different flavors. The multiplayer, sort of a little bit of PvP, some cooperation, building fun things with people, and being restricted on part units, like part cost units, PCUs. And then single player, where I basically have unlimited resources once I build up enough, and am capable of doing whatever I want. But yeah, that's going to be it for now. I'm really excited what I have to come for Space Engineers, and hopefully you guys are too. But thanks for watching, and it still feels weird. I might just say good hunting continually, because God, it's just what I feel like saying. I've said it for years. I can't change my old habits. I wanted to set up a new catchphrase or something for Space Engineers, but I just can't do it. So, thanks for watching, fellow Space Engineers, and good hunting out there.